All right, everyone, we are first joined by Emily Sams. Emily, thanks for the time as always. Another matchup here coming up on Saturday, headed to North Carolina. Just give us your thoughts on what kind of game you expect to have.
Yeah, I mean, we played well against them last time. Obviously, got a good result against them, but I think that probably wasn't their best game. I think they're going to want more. They've also haven't lost at home yet, so we definitely know that challenge going into this game. But I think it's going to be a good game. They're a possession-based team, and they like to keep the ball. So as much as we can disrupt that, I think that'll help us.
Great, go ahead.
Kind of talked about their record at home. You guys have always kind of struggled a little bit in Cary. What kind of makes those games difficult in North Carolina for you guys?
Yeah, I think any away game is obviously a disadvantage compared to being at home. But again, they're just, I think, how well they keep the ball. And sometimes it feels like maybe we're losing control of the game because of how many passes they like to get, how much they like to keep it. So I think as long as we can, keep the perspective of they can have the ball as long as they're not, scoring, obviously, and then take advantage of our opportunities, and I think we'll be successful.
Do you feel like that's kind of the game plan heading into the game is more counterattacking and kind of letting them have the ball rather than controlling possession?
I think, as I said, just disrupting them as much as we can, so trying to get good pressure on the ball. And then, when we keep it, yes, counter if it's on, but also we are just as good as a possession team as they are. So when we keep it, just to value the ball as well.
Going back to last game, first and second half differences, just, like you said, playing on the road is always very tough. How do you kind of combat those kind of lulls in moments from that first half in San Diego compared to the second half?
Yeah, I think we honestly haven't played the same from one half to the next, I think, in any of our games. That's something that we've talked about, something we want to work on. So I think at halftime, talking about coming out with a stronger mentality and not letting the other team kind of gain momentum in the second half. I think that's one of our goals and what we're working on for sure.
How big was the result last week with y'all going on the road in a hostile environment and getting that result and having to go back on the road against another strong team, but knowing last week you were able to get that draw and now you can maybe get a better result come this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a good point away from home. I mean, this whole month is going to be tough. We have 4 out of 5 games are away. But we kind of looked at our schedule and knew that before heading into this stretch. So I think just, again, coming together as a team in between those games and, reassessing and coming together before we attack the next away game.
Do you think teams maybe approach the Pride differently right now with y'all being at the top of the table, having all these win streaks, unbeaten streaks and everything? Do you feel a different sense of urgency from other teams coming at y'all?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think every team wants to be the team that's going to end our unbeaten streak. We definitely know that. I know there's a target on our backs, but it's more, it's kind of exciting. It's like, we still have a chip on our shoulder a little bit, and then these teams wanna beat us. So I think it's always leads to a good matchup.